All right, L. Who's in Super Bowl 58?
Who's in Super Bowl 58? I got
Y'all talked about the Ravens.
Ravens. Yes. And I have
Did some good things.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, well,
defense.
they won, so
Let's move on. Hey, that won't stop Alan Tone, bro. Telling you.
But you're
I
gonna
didn't say
hate what I
nothing
got.
bad.
Nah. I got Kansas City beating the Ravens this weekend.
sheesh.
I haven't beaten the Ravens this weekend. I'm gonna tell you why. The quarterback's just better. That's literally partial why, and I'm gonna tell you another reason why. This goes on my gambling side, but also I'm just gonna name it because this is real life. Mahomes as a dog, is 9-1-1. So as a dog, I mean an underdog. He's 9-1-1. Now, if we're talking gambling wise against the spread on the road as a dog, he's 10-0-1. Those are just a couple stats for you to take to the
When the
bank.
heck did he tie?
I don't know when he tied, but that's in the stats that I heard this morning.
As a dog, like he got that dog in him.
As a dog, as a freaking dog, I got the Chiefs. I think that when it boils down to it, the quarterback's is better on the other side. Lamar Jackson is incredible. That defense is insane. But you're playing against a guy that just doesn't lose. And I think sometimes, like we say in basketball, good offense beats good defense every day of the week. So I got the Chiefs. What about you, Ty?
I got beat more. I have to. They've just been playing great football for the season. I feel like every other team in the league, fuck the league. We're just gonna talk about all the good teams: the Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Niners, Eagles.
He called the Lions good. You heard that?
Lions.
And the Eagles.
He did.
Well, I didn't finish. I feel like all these, the upper echelon of teams, at some point in the season, we got on them. They at some point as a unit.
Whoa.
We got on specific teams.
Oh, like us, not the Ravens. Us.
About the Ravens.
Us.
I thought you were saying we, as in.
Oh
Us and we, the Ravens.
no! As the piss
All
pot
of us.
conglomerate, us. We freaking have gotten on teams all year when they because at some point in the year they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Started showing weaknesses. They I feel like everybody's had a slump, and I feel like the Ravens have been even keeled. Or they're playing the best football in the league, and even when they're not playing the best football in the league, their floor this year has been above a lot, damn near every other team. So I don't see them shitting the bed. I know what the history is like. You fucking remind me all the time, but they got their 1 seed. They got their playoff very convincing win over Houston, and got their playoff win. And I think at home they're rolling. They've just been such a good team all year. It is Kansas City. It is fuck Kansas City. It is Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid. So it's not gonna be no pushover. They're one of them. They're one of them as a unit. And it's not gonna be no pushover, but like you said, bro, that defense is fucking wild. It's wild. And I would say, I agree. Better beats, good offense beats good defense, but I don't feel like they're leveled. I don't feel like their offense is as dominating as their defense, and their offense is good as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really good. So that's where I'm at with it.
Jones?
I think it's hard to just bet against Patty. And I'm gonna stick with KC on this one. I like the underdog as well. I think Baltimore, everything you said about Baltimore is very solid and good. But I got KC. Them fans travel heavy too. I've seen them travel all the way out here. They travel deep. They're crazy.
That's crazy.
I got KC.
Someone running through. When did Kansas City play Arizona in Arizona?
No, they didn't play Arizona, but when they came out here for the Super Bowl, like them fans travel.
Yeah.
Them fans travel.
Tone, don't forget about that Kansas City defense too. What you think?
I do like the Kansas City defense. I do like L'Jarius Sneed and McDuffie and Bolton and Chris Jones up front. Actually, I hate Chris Jones right now, but he's a good football player. They got a good defense. Ravens had a better defense.
Yeah.
Give me the Ravens. I just think they're gonna take away Travis Kelce a lot better than Buffalo did. And if you take Travis out of the game, you beat the Chiefs. Simple as that. I think the only other weapon, I mean, the Chiefs have Pacheco. The only other receiving game weapon they have is Rashee Rice.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baltimore has a few more weapons right now, especially with Andrews coming back. You have Andrews and Likely out there. You got Zay Flowers. Odell shows up for these kind of games. You know, I don't know if he's going to, but he likes the big game. Kansas City hasn't impressed me all year. Maybe like the first 6 weeks. I've been down on them. The Ravens impressed me. They're a better football team to me. They're playing in Baltimore. Give me the Ravens.
Wow. Coach, how you feeling?
I like what Tone just said about the Ravens taking away Travis Kelce, because you would think every team in the league that would be their game plan. But, I mean, the Ravens will actually go out there and do that. Like you said, they got Rashee Rice, but, I mean, Kadarius Toney, but I don't really see him doing much. But I think it's going to come down to the wire anyways. These offenses, play calling, everything is just on point, both sides. But I'm going to say Baltimore Ravens in overtime.
Wow. OT. Ravens.
OT. Put it on the ticket.
When the Ravens played against the Lions, you had a stat. It was like something like they were like 8-0 or some shit like that against like good tight ends or some shit like that. You said it a while ago, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was exactly.
That's a hell of a stat.
No, you said something about like you would like, because we were talking about the Ravens versus the Lions, and you was like the Ravens are like really fucking good against certain tight ends, and they ended up blowing out the fucking Lions. So they very much can lock down this motherfucker Kelce.
Yeah, I can see them putting 3 guys on Kels.
Mm-hmm. I think it's still just Patty though, so it's just like you really can't count that motherfucker out.
Laporta went 6 for 52. That's all right. Decent.
Here's one thing. Last thing we'll put out there. These are rushing yards over here on the right. Rushing over here. But Baltimore looks like they're giving up 109 a game, but Kansas City's giving up 113. I do think that Lamar Jackson's probably going to have 75 plus. I think Josh Allen had 72. But what Kansas City could say is, let Lamar run everywhere. Let's see what happens. Let him run everywhere. Now that could cause him scoring touchdowns, I guess, which I don't think you want. But I can see that happening. A lot of
first downs.
Just like I could see them saying, let's have Patrick Mahomes beat us without Kelce. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a good one.
I think they're definitely gonna focus on Lamar and make somebody else beat him.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to.
I think that in order for the Chiefs to win, Patrick needs to use his legs and create.
Mm-hmm.
When they have him in those 3rd and 8s, he's gonna have to. But I don't know if he can do that against the Ravens.
This means absolutely nothing what I'm about to show us, but Lamar had a shit game, so I'm gonna show it. This is the last time they played. Sacked 4 times. They get after it.
Bro, Tyreek Hill's on the roster. What is this, 2019?
Chris Jones had
Honey Badgers on the
2 sacks.
Okay.
2 sacks.
Ty, what's he showing us, bro?
Put up a game from 2009.
In the regular season, nonetheless.
Regular season.
I don't think they've ever played any other time than that. Like, I think this is the second time they've met, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I just wanted to show that 97 yards, Lamar Jackson. Yikes. Whew. We got San Fran versus the Lions.
NFC.
I like this matchup. Believe it or not, I think this game is gonna be a good one. Golf outside is scary. Tony and I were kind of talking about that earlier. I just gotta hear. Let me pick y'all brains a little bit. Jones, what you think?
I've been saying the Lions all season.
Oh,
I've been rocking with them. I'm not gonna lie, Ty had me kind of like scared, calling the obvious, them losing against, wasn't really sold on them. It kind of had me questioning them, but they got a really good team, and they're proving it to be in the position they're at right now. And I definitely do have the Lions winning this one, just because I'm not a Brock Purdy fan. I do fuck with San Fran. I fuck with everybody they got. Tough defense, tough weapons. But when it comes to Brock Purdy, I'm really not sold. So when motherfuckers be like, oh, if Brock Purdy was there last year, they would have won the Super Bowl. I don't think so.
No shot.
I don't think so.
Anybody ever said that?
No, I've heard my roommate say that shit.
I've heard it.
I've heard it a couple times. But yeah, I'm rocking with the Lions. I think the only way to really lose this game is if Goff goes out there and just throws some bullshit up and just doesn't hit his weapons,
which he definitely could.
He very much could. But I really do like the Lions. I do. And then just like I said, just kind of like it might be Michigan's year for football. They might got it this year.
What about the Harbaughs, though? It might be the Harbaughs' year. Anyway, that's a different story. I love that pick. Jones.
He's a cheater.
Yeah, facts. Ty, how you feel? You got to feel good.
About
the Lions being here. You said they were going to make the playoffs.
I don't think I said that, but a guy like me, betting against the Lions every time. I'll go bankrupt betting against the Lions. You hear me? No. Jones, one thing I will agree with you on, and this is contradictory to what I've said earlier in the season. Brock Purdy scares me, bro.
Oh.
He can be so good, and then he can look so shit, and it's sick. Last game, he looked scary, not in a good way.
Yes.
He looks scared to be out there, bro. It's like, I don't know if he's built for the pressure. I don't know if he's built for it. And
wow.
I don't know. And this isn't off stats or anything. This is strictly off eye test. He just when something bad, like I'm telling you, when Debo went out, bro, he looked frantic. He looked like he didn't want to play the game no more. And it's a whole demeanor change, bro. And if the Lions get up early, if they do some fucking Green Bay versus Dallas shit and win the coin toss and say we want the Rock first, and they go out and fucking score, and then San Fran doesn't score that next possession, oh man, they get out of hand quick. But I will say the Niners defense is way better. I mean, not the Lions, the Niners defense, way better than the Lions. And so I'm glad that they have that on their side, but they can't rely on it. I don't think they can rely on the defense to win the game. I think Purdy's going to have to make plays out there. I think the Lions are playing some decent football, I fucking guess. I'll give them that. Guy like me doesn't really like giving them any props, but they're playing some decent football right now. And if we're going off just last game alone, I think the Lions played better than San Fran. I think if San Fran played how San Fran played and Lions played how they played, just this last weekend, I think the Lions would have beat them then. So Niners are going to have to up their game for real.
Wow.
I mean, San Fran's going to have to up their game. Sorry. San Fran's going to have to up their game for real.
I think you said that.
Did I? I said Lions, I think. Whatever. I'm going to say Niners.
So then who you got winning?
I got Niners. I'm picking Niners 100%. They're going to have to step up, and I think they can, but I'm with you, bro. Brock Purdy is been real Ed in me.
Can I add something to the Brock Purdy? I honestly feel like if you throw any of these quarterbacks that was in this playoff run and you put them on the San Fran, I think they do way better than Brock Purdy does on San Fran, in my opinion.
Yeah, none of them are on San Fran. So
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if you were, they would do way better than what Brock Purdy has done on San Fran.
What's way
Hypothetically
better,
speaking,
though?
if your unheaded dick should be your uncle.
But
You said who should be my uncle?
Huh?
who should be my uncle?
I said hypothetically speaking, if your unheaded dick should be your uncle.
Can I slow this down? Because I never thought I'd see the day where I swap sides with Ty here with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy literally led the league statistically and I think everything before that bad game he had.
I'm talking about right now, L.
No. I was kind of responding to Jones's comment that they would do way better.
He's on your side.
Yeah.
They would do.
I'm
He
not
would do
used
way
to it,
better.
sorry.
I think you throw him on any other team. He's not doing that. He's only doing it because of the
I agree with.
he has.
So I agree with that. I think if you throw him on a different team, it might not be as beautiful as it's been. But if you throw another quarterback on this team, I don't think they go above and beyond what Purdy's done because he's got him in the damn the championship game, and he was balling all year, and he was kind of hitting passes. Now I've been hating on Purdy all year, but I at the end of it, I kind of opened my eyes, so it's kind of surprising to see Ty and I don't know if Jones, if you were ever kind of on the you said you hated him since the jump. It's kind of interesting to see Ty you falling kind of to the wayside with Purdy right now. He had one little bad game. Now he did throw 7 picks a couple weeks ago, but this game, it was raining, bro. It was raining hard in San Fran. The boy never even played in the rain in his life. This is the first game I think ever in his life. The way he was acting, he was so sad in the press conference. But I don't know. I mean, I'll give my pick. I'm going Lions. You don't got to worry about that. Been a Lions fan since the beginning of the season. Jared Goff does make very. Jared Goff does make
just lie like that.
That has 28 teams, bro. Shit is
I've been vouching for the Lions, though. I've been vouching. Come on.
No, you haven't.
I think you were down on the Lions.
I was the only one I was talking about the Lions. And
No, I've been talking about the Lions. I've been talking about the Lions. I said they were going to win the division from the jump. You can go back to the film.
I believe that, Tom. I believe that, Tom.
Have we
Hill did it. Hill said the Vikings were going to win the division.
He really did.
At the beginning of the season, for sure. Vikings are my squad.
He was not.
I've been fighting
that slide, buddy.
Ty, stick up for me now.
No. We ain't gonna let that slide.
Ty gonna come with y'all right now. I know he's gonna tell the truth.
Listen.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will say.
Thank you.
It's been meat riding the Lions.
Meat riding.
Since like week 4, week 5.
Yeah, hey, it was late per usual, but
once Minnesota fell off for sure.
It was
Jones
I was there early.
The Chiefs, so
Anyway, I got Lions being San Fran. Goff makes me nervous. I do think that Amon-Ra going to have a good game. And I think that Gibbs is unstoppable. So what do you want me to do? And he's not even the damn starter out there. So let's have a time. Coach, how you going?
One thing I think we kind of just went over a little bit was the bye weeks. I think San Francisco, when you watch the game, the announcers are constantly saying rest or rust. And I think, they were on their bye week and they weren't, they were like too mentally prepared. Like they were in their heads. That's why they were making mistakes. But this week, no bye week. They have the game. They're going into their regular game routine. I think they'll look like fully healthy. Is Debo coming back?
We don't know.
Says his shoulder's hurting. It's hurting.
Okay. Well, either way, they'll be, their plan will be together, and they're not going to be making as many mental mistakes. But on the other hand, the Lions are freaking really good. Their offense is explosive, infinite weapons. But I think San Francisco is going to take it.
San Fran. All right. Tone, did you say?
No.
Who you thought? What you thinking for this one? Lions fan.
San Francisco minus Debo. Give me the Lions. San Francisco with Debo. Give me the Niners. He makes that big of a difference on that team.
That is
I think him being out there also opens up the passing game for McCaffrey at the back. You have one less guy to worry about. Juwan Jennings came in, he caught a few balls and stuff, but he's not Debo Samuel. You don't have to game plan for him. You don't need to focus on him. So Debo being out there opens up the whole offense, I feel like. And without Debo, we saw them struggle. The one thing that worries about the Lions is Goff outside against a good pass rush. Makes me nervous. But if we're being honest, Chase Young hasn't been Chase Young this whole season. I know it's a big deal about him going to the Niners. Hasn't done much.
That sucks too because he's a dog.
Bosa's still an animal, of course. But I feel like everyone else on that line has not been playing up to their best abilities. So if that's what it's gonna come down to. Lions' best offensive line in the league, one of the best, against the Niners, one of the best pass rushes. If the Lions can hold them back off Goff, the Lions have a good chance of winning. If the Niners line takes over the game, they blow them out. So that's what's gonna come down to, that in the trenches, who can win that battle. Regardless, I got the Lions without Debo.
Regardless.
Oh, bro, I didn't know that was an option. I wanted to do what Tone did. No,
Yeah,
Debo, I got the Lions.
Give me Lions +7 too.
Oh man,
come on. Come on.
Hey, I'm gonna need to see graphics. I'm gonna need mine to say Niners, Ravens, and everybody else's. I want to see the Super Bowl matchups that we got. Does anybody got KC Lions?
Hell.
Yeah, I got KC Lions.
Me too.
Siwoo boys.
That's big different.
You said
yeah. Not Tone.
Do we believe that conspiracy thing? The colorway.
You guys see the news article too,
Say
Jones?
more.
You saw the news article too.
It's gonna be San Fran, Baltimore apparently with the colorways.
Colorways of what?
Of the Super Bowl logo.
Super Bowl
last
logo.
year, last year was like red and green or some shit like that. So this year is like fucking purple and red. So they think it's supposed to be Baltimore and San Fran. I guess like for the last like 3 years, it's been like the colors of each team.
So they're a bunch of cheating bastards.
I think that's just to get people to bet the house on it and then take all their fucking money.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
Hey,
I
if it
would
hits
not
this year,
doubt
I'm doing it next year.
Yeah, people
matter
are
what.
people are saying that the red
Hey.
is like the Niners and the purples is the Ravens. So
Yeah.
they're like
Hey,
saying
as soon as I see the logo come out next year, I'm putting big money on that matchup.
Wow.